Hey everybody, John Myers here. I want to tell y'all a story about when I was 8 years old and I got lost in the Chaffalaya Swamp here in South Louisiana. The Chaffalaya Swamp is the largest swamp in the United States. I had some cousins that were a lot older than us that lived in a shack just like the old Cajuns did, and occasionally we would have to bring them supplies. They didn't have lights or anything like that. And on this one occasion, my uncle, my stepfather, and my cousin, as we get there and we get out of the boat, my cousin and I, we take off running through the woods because we're kids and we're having fun in the swamp running through the woods. And it wasn't long before we realized we didn't know where we were. And so we looked around and then we just realized we were lost. We didn't know where we were. And instead of staying in one spot and waiting, or going back in the direction we came, which we didn't know because we were lost, we took off running in a panic in the wrong direction, running further away from where we needed to be and deeper into the woods, in the swamp. And we were there so long, eventually darkness started to fall. And we found a place that we sat down next to this big cypress tree. And then all of a sudden we were engulfed by the darkness of the night. And I'm telling you, when I say darkness, I mean you could feel the presence of the darkness. You couldn't see anything. All we could do was hear the swamp, the creatures screaming at us from the swamp, the animals, the frogs, the insects. And we were terrified that something was coming out of the woods and out of the swamp in the darkness and get us. And then all of a sudden, something called my name. I heard my name called. And all of a sudden, joy and hope and gladness and excitement jumped inside of me. And I started hollering, here I am, here I am, here I am. And then all of a sudden, I saw a light. And the light kept getting closer and closer. And I realized we had been found. We had been rescued. And the reason I want to tell you, I'm telling y'all this story is this. You may be in a spot right now that you're in such a dark, dark place. You just cannot feel like you can get out of it. It could be depression, drugs, fear, loneliness, whatever it may be. God is waiting for you. The light of the world, Jesus Christ, just call on him. Stop and call on his name, and he will come and rescue you from that darkness. He did it for me then using people. And later on in my life, when I needed Jesus, I cried out to him with all my heart, and he came and rescued me from my darkness. And he'll do